In the legend of Mulan, a daughter disguises herself to take her father's place in war. But in Serbia, it wasn't just a story. In 1912, a young woman named Milunka Savić put on her brother's uniform, marched into the army in his place, and became one of the most decorated women soldiers in history. She was born in 1888, a farm girl in the Balkans. When her sickly brother was drafted into the army, Milunka put on his uniform, took his papers, and went in his place. No one questioned her, and soon no one dared. On the battlefield, Milunka was unstoppable. She fought through smoke and shrapnel, cut down enemies in the Balkan Wars, and was wounded again and again. 9 times she bled. 9 times she stood back up for her country. Doctors treated her, but never really knowing, until a grenade tore into her chest and her secret was revealed. Now, her commander didn't know whether to punish her for being a woman or promote her. He offered her a transfer to a nursing unit, but Milunka refused, and standing at stiff attention, she told him she would only serve as a soldier. He told her he would think about it, and she didn't move. "I'll wait," she said, and continued to stand at attention. An hour later, she had her new assignment. Then came World War I, and Milunka was still there, charging headlong into history. In 1917, when no man dared cross no man's land, Milunka did. She stormed trenches, grenades in hand, and returned with 23 captured Bulgarian soldiers. Her bravery earned her 12 medals from Serbia, France, Russia, and Britain. More than any woman ever and since. The French offered her a pension and a Paris apartment, but she refused. Serbia was her home. Back in Serbia, she was eventually married, had 1 daughter, and adopted 3 more. She raised her children, took in orphans, and worked odd jobs. But when the Nazis occupied Serbia, she refused to dine with their officers, and for this offense, they beat her bloody in front of her children and threw her into a concentration camp. She was marked for death and treated to the worst conditions imaginable for 10 months, until a German officer recognized her not as a prisoner, but as a legend, and arranged for her release. In her later years, she lived in poverty, forgotten by the nation she bled for. Until 1964, on the 50th anniversary of the war, Milunka appeared in the crowd, not in uniform, but wearing every medal she had ever earned, and Serbia remembered. Today, she rests in the Alley of the Greats, among her country's most honored heroes. Milunka Savić was, and still is, the most decorated woman in the history of warfare. Fierce, fearless, and unforgettable.